Hey everyone, it's Jim from Radio Wasteland Records. It is time once again for a quick check into some of the new releases headed to an independent record store near you. Quick check today because as we get closer to the holiday season, ever closer, things get a little busy here at the store, so I'm going to sneak this in while I've got the chance. But it's also kind of a shorter list because there's just not a whole lot of new stuff coming out right now. You think there would be, but one or two cool new releases and then just a few reissues of note. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive in and check out some of the stuff coming out for Friday, December 15th, 2023. Out the gate, though, we've got a big one and really kind of an important one. This is Long Story Short, Willie 90. This is from Willie Nelson, and it is a double LP pressing of his big 90th birthday celebration that aired not too far back. And this is extra cool because this release includes the Blu-ray version of that concert. Let's dive into that official description though. This is a double black vinyl LP pressing and it comes with that Blu-ray as I mentioned. On April 29th and 30th of this year, a wide variety of artists spanning genres and generations came together with Willie Nelson to celebrate the legend's 90th birthday. This culminated in a star-studded once-in-a-lifetime event at the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles. They're calling this release the first volume of highlights from these legendary shows. Could be more, I suppose. And it includes 21 performances. Artists performing songs from every era of Willie's 7-decade career include the likes of Keith Richards, Dave Matthews, Tom Jones, Chris Stapleton, George Strait, Miranda Lambert, Beck, the Avett Brothers, the Lumineers, Sheryl Crow, Norah Jones, and Billy Strings, plus a whole lot of others. So this double LP, as mentioned, includes 21 songs, but the included Blu-ray disc has a total of 39 cuts on that, and that, again, does come with this release. So long story short, Willie 90, a celebration of Willie Nelson's 90th birthday recorded live at the Hollywood Bowl, double LP on black vinyl plus a Blu-ray disc, listing fairly reasonably for a package like this, coming in at a suggested retail price of $42. Onward we go to the reissue front for the 15th of December, and we've got this cool one from the late Jimmy Buffett. Here's a reissue of Christmas Island. It was his first Christmas album and his 21st studio album overall. It features covers of popular Christmas songs in Buffett's musical stylings, as well as 2 tracks which he wrote specifically for the record. So Jimmy Buffett's Christmas Island, that reissue listing for about $28. Another Christmas reissue, this one coming from Lindsay Sterling. We're getting a new version of her Snow Waltz album. This one is a limited edition on green and black vinyl, and it will list for about $25. Here is a big one expected from Music on Vinyl. It's Solos, Sessions, and Encores coming from Stevie Ray Vaughan and Friends. Limited edition 180-gram translucent blue-colored vinyl, and by limited edition I mean it's 2,500 individually numbered copies on that blue vinyl. Solos, Sessions, and Encores is an impressive overview of SRV's history of collaborations with the world's greatest blues and rock stars. The selection of songs in this goes a little bit further than most compilations of Vaughan's by bringing long-lost and sought-after tracks to the table, like the lost cut of the previously unreleased 1978 cut with Lou Ann Barton, or the unreleased Albert Shuffle with Albert Collins. This album also shows Stevie Ray Vaughan's technique and amazing playing style with different genres and contexts. A lot of great artists on this double LP, and I'm also seeing one from David Bowie with Stevie Ray Vaughan doing Let's Dance. That could be very, very interesting. Music on Vinyl, double LP, translucent blue, super limited edition. That means this sucker is going to be pretty pricey. Suggested retail price on this coming in at $58. Also on the blues side, we've got something from Cleopatra. This is Blues Essential from Memphis Slim. This one coming on gold vinyl, and it includes 12 vintage recordings from the legendary blues pianist. This one coming in at a list price of about $23. Onward we go to a reissue of the 2021 album from Robert Plant and Alison Krauss. This is Raise the Roof. Limited edition, this one is on yellow vinyl and lists for about $30. Next up is 2 versions of the Black Crowes, the Southern Harmony and Musical Companion album. This one was originally released in 1992. The first version of this is a single LP reissue on black vinyl, and that one will list for about $28. But then there's more, as they say. The Southern Harmony and Musical Companion Super Deluxe box set is also available. This one is a 4 LP box set. Includes that original album, along with a hymn book and insights from both Chris and Rich Robinson, sheet music, and 4 lithographs. It also has a record featuring 14 unreleased tracks, including 2 studio recordings, a live February 1993 concert, and the never-before-heard live in-studio performance at the end of the Southern Harmony sessions. It also has some B-sides and the original album, as we mentioned, now remastered. So the Super Deluxe 4 LP box set of the Southern Harmony and Musical Companion by the Black Crowes, coming in at a list price of $180. Something cool from the Hold Steady, that is the name of the group, Boys and Girls in America, a reissue of their 2006 LP, featuring the single Chips Ahoy, kind of a cool song. This one coming in at a list price of $29. We're also getting a new reissue from Mac DeMarco. This is Some Other Ones, an indie exclusive on canary yellow vinyl. This one listing for about $25. From Cleopatra, this looks cool on the surface. It is I Want Candy on pink and black vinyl, but as you dig into the description a little deeper, they say it's an essential career retrospective of the 80s rock sensations Bow Wow Wow, both in studio and on the stage. But this features freshly recut versions of the band's massively popular single, I Want Candy, as well as some other fan favorites. So again, it's got some live stuff, doesn't say when that live stuff was recorded in our description, but you do need to be aware that their big hit you're hearing on here has been recut by the band. So take that as you will, but it does list for about $25, and it is Bow Wow Wow recording their big hit. Here's another one from Music on Vinyl, and this is Iggy Pop's Soldier, coming on 180-gram black vinyl. This one coming in at a suggested list price of around $38. We've got a double LP pressing of Godsmack's major label debut album from 1998. This is Godsmack. Celebrating 25 years, they released their debut multi-platinum album, arriving on vinyl for the very first time. This one coming in at a list price of about $33, and it is on double LP black vinyl. Wrapping things up, we've got a few greatest hits or compilations to get to. First up is Dokken's Greatest Hits. This one coming from Deadline Music and Cleopatra on red and purple splatter vinyl. The description says that with over 10 million albums sold, 80s hard rock legends Dokken offer this stellar collection hold on here, of newly recorded fan favorites. So this blockbuster compilation includes the metal anthems Breaking the Chains and Dream Warriors and others. But again, this is a re-recorded. These are not the original versions, so beware of that unless you really like Dokken and you want to get into it. But Dokken's Greatest Hits, re-recorded according to our description, coming in at a list price of $30. This Eels So Good, we're going to give you a compilation from the Eels. This is the Essential Eels, Volume 2, 2007 through 2020. This is a double LP compilation, and it comes in at a suggested list price of about $37. And then finally, looking forward to the 15th of December, we've got something called Hits from the 60s, this coming from Manfred Mann. Kind of skeptical, thinking that this might be another re-recording, but according to our description, it is not. That says the remarkable hit-making run of Manfred Mann is celebrated in the shape of a 20-track compilation entitled Hits from the 60s, released from Umbrella Music. The description goes on to say that this is graced with a superb 1966 portrait of Manfred Mann, drawn by bass player and designer of the Beatles' revolver sleeve, Klaus Voormann. All of Manfred Mann's biggest hits are on here, double LP, Hits from the 60s from Manfred Mann, this one listing for about $35. And that is a very quick check of some of the new releases headed our way for Friday, December 15th, 2023. If you're local and you see something you'd like us to pre-order, please contact us here at the store, and we'll get those pre-orders put in for you. You can also head over to our website at radiowastelandrecords.com and check out the full list. By the way, I'll put a link to just this week's releases in the comment section below or in the description box below so you can check out everything that we didn't get to in this short video. So until next week, this has been Jim from Radio Wasteland. Thanks a lot for being here.